What's up, guys? This is Mark from My Primal Being. Welcome to another episode of Mindset Monday. Here we are at an often forgotten location, the local park. And it's kind of interesting the way that we forget that these places exist, even though we may have 3 or 4 of them in any given neighborhood that we can go to and enjoy. They got a couple of amenities that they provide, beyond, of course, this massive amount of grass that you can chill at. There's a playground you can play at, and it's not just reserved for kids. If you're a big person, an adult, as they say, you can definitely use the playground to do some of your exercises. Go out here maybe once or twice, maybe even 3 times a week. Do some basic body weight stuff. And you'll be surprised just how much you can do by using your creativity and your imagination. That aside, what I really wanted to talk to you guys about is the idea of accepting failure. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I realized that for a lot of us, failure seems like a very scary thing, because as we move forward in our progression towards whatever particular goals we have in life, failure is a very scary thing because we are so conditioned to find acceptance and favor in success. You know, no one ever rewards failure, and oftentimes failure sucks. So when you find yourself at a place where you're moving forward towards a goal, you're letting everyone know that this is what you're up to, you have almost a greater amount of fear for that failure because you think that there's a greater degree of consequence that comes with that failure. But in reality, you need to kind of step back and realize that failure is a good thing. What I've come to understand that failure is essentially you're trying to take your old views of the world, your old approaches about the world, trying to fit it in with this new approach and this new path that you've never experienced before, which is great because this means that you're moving forward and you're progressing. The beautiful thing about failure is that it makes you realize that as long as you're moving forward in life, you're going to be just fine because you actually come out of the other side with these new lessons, so long as you understand that with each failure, there is something to be learned. I believe it was Thomas Edison that said, rather than realizing he wasted his time failing at all these attempts to create the light bulb, he just found hundreds of ways not to create the light bulb. And that is a shift in perspective when you realize that all that it's teaching you is the proper approach that is going to fit you and whatever particular goal you have in mind. And that's just the idea that you need to wrap your mind around, is an understanding that when you're progressing towards a particular goal, you may not have a solid understanding of all the steps required to get to that end goal, and it requires you to take some small risks, maybe even some medium to bigger risks that are completely outside of your comfort zone and your old views of the world, and you're going to end up probably failing here and there. But as long as you move forward, you're going to be fine because you're going to be learning that certain things will fit your dynamic character and your personality, and some things don't, as far as the approaches to that particular goal. So learn to accept failure and enjoy the ride for what it is, because when you do, you can hit those bumps and come out of the other side absolutely fine, because you realize, hey, as long as I keep moving forward and I experience these scrapes, I'll be just fine, I'll get stronger, I'll get better, and I'll come out the other side with more than just the completion of this whole goal, but also an understanding of all the possible pitfalls and setbacks along the way. And I can share this information with others like myself who are on their path towards their particular goal, ultimately making you more powerful. But anyways, go ahead, rate, subscribe, and of course comment if you have any thoughts, concerns, questions, or any of that sort. Or if you want to keep up to date on all this stuff, go ahead and subscribe. Of course, rate, let me know what you think. And as always, have fun, be safe, and peace out.